Entrepreneurs, we've been told our entire lives, even as small children, that we should think positively because it will help us be successful. But we also know intuitively that thinking positively by itself will not make us successful. We need a solid plan combined with disciplined and consistent action in order to go along with our positive mindset to be successful. But there is something more that you can do. I'm going to share the science of motivation and a recent technique I've learned about that can help us all to be successful in achieving our goals. Hi, welcome back. I'm Jennifer Drago from Peak to Profit, and I'm a business strategist who helps heart-centered entrepreneurs gain consistent revenue and profitability so that they can increase the impact that they have in the world. For almost 30 years, I've helped organizations and individuals plan and build successful businesses through visioning, business strategy, goal setting, and principles of execution. I know firsthand what it takes to make a heart-centered business successful. So today, we're going to share some more information about how to be successful as our own bosses. As an entrepreneur, we must be the masters of our own organization, mindset, and motivation. We must be accountable to ourselves to achieve the goals of our business. Some days it's just plain hard to be motivated to work on those harder goals. Does this resonate with you? If so, give me a thumbs up below. In the world of psychology, motivation is explained by both an approach and avoid mentality. An approach motivation steers us toward a reward. An avoid motivation can inhibit our higher level learning by forcing us to fixate on immediate response instead of the long-term goal, because we're consciously or unconsciously avoiding an obstacle. Psychologists tell us that this is one of the distinguishing variables between the healthiest and the least healthy among us. Healthy people approach their challenges. Less than healthy people avoid them. So what do you do when you face a challenge? Do you approach or avoid the challenge? People who approach the challenge see it as an opportunity and their energy increases. People who avoid a challenge have a concoction of stress hormones and their energy is just sucked right out of them. The reality is when we leave our comfort zone, we feel discomfort for a little bit while we move through that, but while we move through the discomfort, we grow. Some of the things that you can do are just really step right into that opportunity, get excited, and make it about something bigger than you. So when it comes to your work, you want to help people. You want to have an impact in this world. Perhaps that's part of the motivation that gets you through the day. Let's take this a little further. We have long heard of the virtues of positive thinking, and it is true that optimists are healthier and tend to have mental grit and resilience because they approach challenges with a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. Here's where the science ends, though. We're often taught as entrepreneurs that we should take time to envision our future, to fully feel like what it would be like to attain a goal or to have our business reach a certain point. You've all heard the pitch. We close our eyes. We imagine the success that we want to have. Perhaps we want the fame of Amy Porterfield or Marie Forleo or Oprah and the successful businesses and the revenue streams that go along with someone like that and what they've created. Sit with this for a minute and imagine what it would feel like to have that level of success. To know that you are able to hire the best performing teams to support you, that you have an audience of raving fans who will buy whatever course or experience that you're able to put forth. Some will take this visualization exercise a little further and suggest that we can manifest it. We can make it happen just by thinking it. I've certainly tried, but we all know that we can't manifest much without deliberate and disciplined action to go along with that. So what can we do? Gabrielle Oettingen has been researching positive thinking for 20 years and has found something really interesting. Fantasizing about something or positive thinking by itself does not work because eventually we're going to hit an obstacle that's going to stop us. Most of these obstacles are within us. So she found that the obstacles that we think most impede us from realizing our deepest wishes can actually hasten their fulfillment. The approach that works best is visualizing what we desire and the benefit of that goal or desire. Then we consider what obstacle within us stands in the way of achieving that goal. And then we make a plan in advance of what we're going to do to overcome that obstacle when we face it. So we're pre-planning our decision so that there is no decision. We know what we're going to do when we hit the obstacle that we know we're going to hit. Her plan is called WOOP, W-O-O-P. This is how it works. First, you think of a wish. What is a wish that is challenging but feasible? Note that in 3 to 6 words. Next, outcome. What would be the best outcome of fulfilling your wish? Note that in 3 to 6 words. Obstacle is the third O. What is holding you back internally from your goal? What obstacle will you face at some point? Note that in 3 to 6 words. And then what is the plan? What can you do to overcome that obstacle? And note that in 3 to 6 words. And in your plan, you also want to go a step further and say, if X, then Y. If I hit this obstacle, I'm going to do this. So let's review. W, you first name a wish that is challenging but feasible. O, you find the very best outcome and you imagine that outcome. Then another O, you find the main obstacle within us and imagine that obstacle. And then P, you make a plan, an if-then plan of how you're going to overcome that obstacle. You can use WOOP for long-term as well as short-term wishes. You can use WOOP for small and big wishes. According to Gabriel Oettingen, you can WOOP when you're stressed or when you feel uneasy, because WOOP will help you sort things out. WOOP every day. It's a companion to guide you through everyday life and long-term development. And the 2 resources that I have for you are the book, Rethinking Positive Thinking, Inside the New Science of Motivation, as well as a website where you can enter your WOOPs right on your app, and it's whoopmylife.org, and then the app WOOP. So what did you think about this concept? Will you try it? Leave a comment below and let me know. Also, again, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so that you'll always be informed of what I'm working on next. I'm also going to link something that I think will work very nicely with a WOOP strategy. It goes along with your goal setting and your planning to have productive days, and that's our Win the Week Planner. So I will link that in the show notes below, and then I will share with you a link to the video that accompanies the Win the Week Planner. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you next time.